Hi students, did you understand ideals, maximal ideals and principal ideals? I hope you understood. Okay, let me solve some theorems on ideals. Theorem number 1. If R is a commutative ring and A belongs to R, then RA equals set of RA such that R belongs to R is an ideal of R and AR equals set of AR such that R belongs to R is an ideal of R. Here R is a commutative ring and two sets are given RA, set of RA such that R belongs to R, and AR equals set of AR such that R belongs to R. Here we have to prove that RA and AR are ideals of R. That is, RA is left ideal as well as right ideal of R. Similarly, we should prove AR is left ideal as well as right ideal of R. Okay. We already very familiar with the definition of ideal. Okay. First take any two elements. First we have to prove RA is an ideal. First two elements from the set RA. Suppose X and Y belongs to RA. That is, X belongs to this set nothing but elements are of the form RA. X equals R1A and Y equals R2A, where R1 and R2 are belongs to R. Okay, X minus I. X is R1A minus Y is R2A. That is, R1 minus R2A is common. R1 minus R2 can be written as RK into A, where RK equals R1 minus R2 belongs to R. That is RK RA form. This belongs to this set which is belongs to RA. That is, for every X and Y belongs to RA, we get X minus Y belongs to RA, which is the first condition of ideal. Okay. Second condition, what is that? Let K is any element of the ring R and X belongs to set RA. X elements are X equals R1A. Now take K into X. K into X. It should be belongs to RA. Kx equals K into X value R1A. K into R1A. K into R1 belongs to R. Therefore, this is belongs to the set RA form. KR1A belongs to RA. Here, this condition and this condition. Two conditions are satisfied. Therefore, RA is a left ideal and it is given that R is a commutative ring. RA is a left ideal since the ring is commutative. Then it is also right ideal. Okay. Hence, RA is an ideal. It is left ideal as well as right ideal. Similarly, we should prove AR. AR equals set of AR such that R belongs to R is also ideal of R. Now we have to show that AR is an ideal of R. Let take any two elements from the set AR. X and Y belongs to AR. Here X is of the form AR1. Y is of the form AR2 because set is AR form where R1 and R2 belongs to R. Now take X minus Y. X AR1 minus Y is AR2. A is common. A into R1 minus R2. R1 minus R2 can be written as RK. AR form. ARK belongs to the set AR. Let X comma Y belongs to AR implies X minus Y belongs to R. This is first condition of the ideal. Again, let K belongs to R and X belongs to AR. Therefore, X equals AR1 because the set is AR form. X into K equals A into R1 into K equals A into R1 into K belongs to A into R because R1 into K belongs to R. By the definition of right ideal, AR is a right ideal. Since the ring is commutative, therefore it is also left ideal. Hence, AR is an ideal of R. Theorem number 2. The intersection of two ideals of a ring R is an ideal of R. Here suppose I1 and I2 are any two ideals, then intersection of two ideals. I1 intersection I2 is also an ideal of R. Okay. Proof. Let I1 and I2 be two ideals of a ring R. That is, I1 intersection I2 is non-empty, because 0 belongs to I1 intersection I2 as 0 belongs to I1 and 0 belongs to I2. Here I1 and I2 are non-empty, nothing but I1 intersection I2 is also a non-empty set. Let x comma y belongs to I1 intersection I2. Therefore x comma y belongs to I1 intersection, nothing but x and y are common elements. X and y belongs to I1 and x comma y belongs to I2. Since I1 and I2 are ideals, by the definition of ideals, x and y belongs to I1, nothing but x minus y belongs to I1. I2 is also ideal, therefore x minus y also belongs to I2. Here x minus y is common in both I1 and I2, therefore x minus y belongs to I1 intersection I2. Let A belongs to I1, A belongs to I2. A is common in both and R belongs to the set R. A belongs to I1, R belongs to R. A belongs to I2, R belongs to R. This is nothing but, by the definition of ideal, by the definition of right ideal, A into R, AR belongs to I1. A into R, AR belongs to I2. Here AR is common in both I1 and I2. This implies AR belongs to I1 intersection I2. Two conditions are satisfied. Therefore, I1 intersection I2 is a right ideal of R. Similarly, we can prove I1 intersection I2 is a left ideal of R. Hence, I1 intersection I2 is an ideal of R. Theorem number 3. A field has no proper ideals. Nothing but the field has only improper ideals. What are the improper ideals? The only ideals of a field are 0 and the field itself. Okay. The field has no proper ideal means the only ideals are 0 and field itself. Proof. Let I be any ideal of the field F. Take I is a ideal of the field F. Now we have to prove that I equals 0 or I equals the field F itself. I equals F. If I is not equal to the singleton set 0, then we should prove I equals F. Okay. If I is not equal to singleton set 0, then take any element from the set I. Let A belongs to I. A is non-zero. Since F is a field, by the definition of field, every element of a field has multiplicative inverse. Okay. We have studied in the last class. Okay. Since F is a field, A inverse belongs to F. A belongs to I. A is element of the ideal I and A inverse is the element of the field F. This implies by the definition of ideal, A into A inverse belongs to I. A into A inverse equals 1. That is 1 belongs to I. Now 1 belongs to I and take any element of the set F and X belongs to F. 1 into X belongs to I because I is ideal. 1 into X nothing but X belongs to I. Therefore, every element X belongs to F is also an element of I. Here X belongs to F implies X belongs to I. Therefore, F is a subset of I. Therefore, F is subset of I. But I is contained in F. F is contained in I but I is contained in F. By these two, we have I equals F. That is, if I is not equal to singleton set 0, then I equals F. Hence, The only ideals are singleton set 0 and F.